This week on Gettin Deep, we had Mick Roots. And no, it's not a prank call that I spoke to for too long. It's a real person with a real name that happens to be a comedian and a FIFO worker in Perth, Western Australia. And we spoke about conspiracy theories, comedy, and what it was like not getting vaccinated and still working on the mind. It kind of makes too much sense, but I feel like I made it up. So I came up with this idea that the reason that governments subsidise junk food is because it does kill people, and that helps eliminate more people faster. So that's why it's cheaper to eat junk food than it is cheaper to eat healthy food.
There's a lot of merit to it.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to believe that that's what they want to do. They want to reduce the numbers in the population, which is a definite conspiracy theory. But I'd like to think, I don't know, I'd like to think there's easier ways to do it than...
Well, that's just like one of many.
Yeah.
Like if you're only doing one method to take out a population, that's dumb.
Yeah.
You got to go multifaceted, all different angles. And that's like an easy one. It's like, hey, the food's amazing.
Yeah.
Like junk food tastes good. That's the problem with it.
Yeah. Yeah, does it though?
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. I love Coke. Like it's fucking, sugar is so addictive. And it's like, you can get off it, but like it's hard. Like I've quit sugar in the last 10 years. Fuck, more than 10 years now. I've quit sugar at least 10 times. And like sometimes it's for a month, sometimes it's for 4 months, sometimes it's for 2 days. But I'm like, no sugar. I'm like going to have no sugar days. And like, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I did it, I felt like a heroin addict. Because I was picking the kids up from school and I was falling asleep in the car park.
Yeah, wow.
I was like just nodding off and I was like, fuck, parents are going to see me and think that I'm on the nod.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking doing heroin. I was here to pick up the kids while I'm not having any sugar.
I find for me generally, definitely fast food is more the convenience side of it. It's
That too.
because I would much prefer to eat nice, healthy food, fresh food, not produced, processed, than a Macca's. I can't stand Macca's. Every time I have it, and I do have it, but every time I do have it, I regret it straight away.
I've found with Macca's, if you have it consistently, it's all good. But if you have a break, like you have a month or two off, and then you have it, you're like, this isn't even good.
Crap.
This is dog shit.
Yeah.
Like I had it recently, and I haven't had any this year until the other day, and I was like, the fuck did I eat that for? This is so crap. I used to eat it daily, thinking it was the best.
My biggest vice is hash browns and coffee in the morning for brekkie.
Yeah.
Rushing somewhere to go somewhere, and you just go through drive-through.
Yeah.
And almost every single time, it's diarrhea straight away.
Really?
Yeah, it just runs straight through me.
I don't drink coffee, so I don't get the coffee shits or anything. It's always Coke, but drinking Coke in the morning is fucking so dirty. So wrong.
I can't stand it. Cannot stand Coke.
At all.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I really can't.
That is I'm jealous.
I used to love it, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah. What made you go off it then?
I think I'm starting to be aware of the sugar and starting to be aware of the
How bad it actually is.
downside of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a chef by trade.
Okay, so you really know then.
Yeah, we've cleaned the grills, with it.
Yeah.
So you can see, what's it doing to your insides. But,
Well, that was the funny experiment we had in school. Actually, you realise how stupid this shit I think is when I was younger. In school, we did like an experiment where they dissolved some shit in Coke. And I was like, all right. And I drank heaps of it then. I used to sell cans of Coke at school as well. And then as I got older, I hated my teeth, so I wanted them to fall out. So I stopped brushing them. And then I started making up reasons for why I wasn't brushing them. And then I just started like, oh, nah, my teeth are good because I drink heaps of Coke. So the Coke burns off the acids and burns off all the shit. So I don't need to brush them.
solid theory.
It was not a great one. It might have had some kind of merit to it. Like my teeth weren't as fucked up as the dentist thought they were going to be when I finally went there.
Yeah.
He was like, 18 cavities. Just expecting worse from what you told me. I was like, all right, well, I guess that's all right. But yeah, 18 after, I think, when did I go finally? Like 26, went to dentist and he's like, yeah, 18 cavities, mate. That's pretty fucked. I was like, oh.
So how deep did you go in the conspiracies?
Oh, I've got friends that are like, think the Jews did everything.
Yeah.
Like I've got friends that are that deep. And I'm like, yeah, I'll listen to it. Like there's no point not like paying attention to what people think. or what their evidence is to back it up, or where the information comes from, or why they think it. Like, I think to ignore a conspiracy theory, to ignore anything is dumb.
Unhealthy.
Yeah.
Most
Like,
definitely.
if you're like, oh, that's dumb, you're like, well, is it?
Yeah.
Because if you can look at it and go, all right, like flat Earth, okay, I see how that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I had to listen to it first.
Yeah.
You can't just go, nah, the Earth isn't flat. You're a dumb cunt. You go, well, why isn't it flat? Who decides it's not flat?
Yeah.
Like, I've been skydiving, I've been in a plane. I can see the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah.
That's for me, like, that's proof enough for all I need.
They put out some pretty convincing videos, though.
Oh, yeah, look. They made some good arguments, but, like, some of them were just, like, all they were was complete distrust. Like the ice walls. They're like, oh, well, cool. Yeah, well, I can't prove that that's not true. And, you know, maybe everyone that's ever been in a boat is lying to us. Okay, maybe. But why? Like, why? What's the... I think for every conspiracy theory, it's like, why is that what you think? That's my backup. It's like, they lied to us about everything. Cool. So why lie to us about the Earth being a sphere? Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
What's
I think it's easy to, once you start, because conspiracy theories are dead true.
Yeah.
And
There's definitely been many true ones.
once you start seeing them,
Yeah.
then it's very easy to get on a roll. And,
Just believe everything is fake.
because if they lied to us about, you know, Vietnam War or whatever one you pick, JFK, it's very easy to start looking at everything they're telling you and going, well, you know, you're full of shit on that. So
Then once there's a reason that makes sense, but they want to make a fuck ton of money.
Yep.
Cool. Earth being round, like they want to sell everyone science, which isn't like, you know, sell it, you just learn it. And it's like, if you understand science, the idea of science, it's to question. So like, why teach questioning?
yeah.
Like, it's the opposite of what you're, I don't know, unless it's like, we'll teach you questioning so you don't question, which is, I think, how the whole COVID thing happened. Is like, we taught you questioning, but don't question us because we're right.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck, here we go.
Well, COVID's a good one. When COVID came around, I was on board.
When it first happened.
Yeah.
If anyone from day one was like, fake, it's like, you don't believe anything.
A lot of my friends were. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot.
I had a couple, but I was like, man, how the fuck are we meant to know?
Yeah.
Like, how, it was like, there's just, the thing that I got really like, I seen the footage of like people in biohazard suits in China, like spraying the streets, early days. And I was like, that looks like propaganda to make us hate China.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, maybe it's a made disease, so we hate China. Okay. Then you realise that footage was real because they were like literally trying to exterminate the fucking disease because they knew they'd fucked up.
Yeah.
But fuck.
And then it spread to America, and you know that got scary as well. But yeah, I was one of the people who were posting on the gram and Facebook, stay indoors, and you could save a life and all that sort of crap.
Yeah.
I think that the more because I've got an inquisitive mind, so the more I sort of ask questions and listen to different podcasts, and Joe Rogan was a big one, of course, and listen to the experts that came out on that, the more I sort of say, well, hang on, nothing's really adding up here.
Yeah.
And the big one was when they were rushing in those vaccines.
That was where I was like, hey, what's happening?
Yeah.
This is sus.
Yeah.
Before that, I was like, oh, yeah, we've locked down, whatever. Like, I literally broke up with my ex the end of February, and then we had them lockdowns at the start of March.
Oh, wow.
It was nearly perfect timing. It was like nearly perfect. Like, it was great. It was kind of, it was great and bad. Like, I broke up my wife and I moved into a fucking bedroom with a futon at my mate's house. I had a door-to-door company that we'd just started up that was like 2 months in fucking workings that were door knocking for for solar and new homes, and I was selling new homes and solar at the same time. So I was doing too much shit anyway. And the podcast was like just kind of fizzling out. I kind of stopped for a little bit. And then COVID happened, and it was like, oh, you're not allowed to leave the house. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, all right. But then my job was like real essential workers because we were selling shit.
Yeah.
But the door-to-door guys were like, can't knock on doors.
Yeah.
We're going to get sick and die.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fair. So we'd shut that down. Then all the fucking people were losing their jobs and no one could get a loan. So we're selling houses to fucking no one because no one could get a fucking loan. So it went from like, they were like, yeah, you kept working, but then they didn't want to pay us either. They're like, well, because we get paid commission only. I'm like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like, we've got no chance here. I was like, yeah, I'm working from home, playing Sony, talking to the whole amount of no one that wants to speak to me. And it was great. So it was like a 2-month bender. It was sick.
So, yeah, you're still getting paid.
No, I wasn't getting paid because it's commission only.
Yeah, yeah.
So signed up for, well, I didn't get job. We didn't get job. A couple of guys in my industry got job keeper because they were running their own company.
Yep.
So a lot of guys do it as like they've got their own company they do it through. We were employees of the company, and the way that we got paid was like we'd get a minimal amount, it's like $2,000 a fucking month as a base that we had to pay back later with commissions. And they're like, oh, we're not going to pay you this. Go get the fucking whatever Centrelink thing you can because everyone can get it with no effort. And I was like, oh, I'm not racking up a debt. So whatever. That sounds like a better deal to me.
Yeah.
So I did. And then they're like, yeah, keep working. I was like, yeah. Like, I know I can't sell anything.
Yeah.
And if you don't sell anything, you don't get paid. So what's the fucking point? Like, why am I going to bust my whole... It's like working in December. It's a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, you do it and you're like, this is such a waste.
Yeah.
And then, because I had like March, April's a bender. May, I was like, all right, I got to be sober. Like, I got to cut this shit. Because we were doing quarantinis, we called them. And I'd have like 2 mates come over and we just fucking make cocktails and shit. And just get blackout drunk like every day. It was sick. It was good fun. And then I didn't drink in May. Then June came along and the fucking grants came out. The building grants came out and they started giving out loans again because they were like, yeah, we're fine. And it was insane. It was absolute fucking insanity.
Yeah.
And that kept me busy for a while. But when it got to the jab time, I was working at a place. I just changed companies 6 months earlier. And they sent out an email that like covered their backs, which was, oh, we're not going to force anyone to do it. You know, just send it through to us once you've done it. And I was like, not going to get forced to do it. All right, cool. Like I was in the sales meetings. I heard what people were saying. There was people in the sales meetings that were like, what do you mean there's people in here that haven't done it yet? What, are they insensitive? I was just like, I'm not going to be like, yeah, it's me, motherfuckers. And then the manager brings me in. He's like, I haven't got your thing yet. And I was like, yeah, I know. He's like, so when are you going to send it through? I was like, I'm not. What do you mean you're not? And I was like, I haven't done it. He said, what do you mean you haven't done it? I was like, well, that email says we don't have to do it. Like, we're salespeople. We're not working on a construction site. Like, there's no reason for me to be mandated to do it. And he's like, well, you have to take clients to sites to show them builds. I was like, I've never done that in the last 5 years. I don't need to do that. I don't need to take people to see a house under construction. I actually never do that because they need a white card to go on site anyway. So it's pointless. He's like, well, your probation's just not going to get renewed if it's not done in time. And that was 2 weeks before my probation was up. Within a week, got the email. Yeah, probation's up. And I was like, good loophole, fuckhole.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, oh, well, can't get a job. And that was January, I think it was like January 21st, 2022. Because that was like just after the cutoff or just before the cutoff of where like you had to have the second one done. And I think they were releasing, there was that one that everyone kind of got fooled into thinking it was all right. The Australian one. But,
the Queensland one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like meant to be all right, and it wasn't.
It was probably one of the worst ones out.
Yeah, they were like, it took so long to get through, and when it got through, it did fuck everyone up.
There's some good conspiracies about that one too. About all the test subjects dying in the test.
And just hiding it all?
Yeah.
That wouldn't fucking surprise me. People died in the first one, they hit it.
Yeah.
They just made it as like a non-viable, you're like,
Yeah.
what? What do you mean non-viable? The human's dead. Yeah, of course they're not fucking viable anymore. This is insane. But yeah, so I just got a passport, like a fake one. I was like, fuck this. I was going to do, I got a really, really good one doctored up, like the original certificates, and I was going to send it in to work. And I was like, they were like talking about it like it was fraud. And I was like, oh, I could lose my job. Or I can go to jail for fraud.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I don't want to go to jail for fraud for fucking doctoring a goddamn, you know, a government certificate.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it, just lose my job. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I had enough money coming in because it was like, with new home sales, you don't get paid straight away. It takes its time to come through. So I was like, fuck it. I've got money coming in. This will blow over. This will blow over at some point, and by March I'll be able to work again, and till fucking like August. And then there was still, in August, there was still places like you apply for it and they'd ask about it. Yeah. It took till August 2022 for me to get a job.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was off for 8 months or 7 months. And in August 2022, the only reason I got a job was because it was some like multi-global fucking company that had offices in all over different parts of America, and that was some immoral or some fucking like they didn't want to get sued if they asked people about it. So no one in that company knew that I didn't have it done. They just assumed I did because everyone in WA did.
Yeah.
And they weren't allowed to ask about it, and they had like a thing about like not asking potential clients and stuff about it because it's such a bad thing. And I was just like, I'm in for a bit.
Yeah, you're lucky to get it.
Yeah. Well, I fucking just kept applying and just kept getting rejected. And I was like, you know, at some point, there's going to be a fucking sales job I can get into. But like, it wasn't it was a pretty cool job, but it was just not what I wanted to do. I did it for 6 months and was like, yeah, they're like, you're not very good at this. And I was like, I don't really like it, to be honest with you. It was digital marketing sales. And I was like, yeah, look, it's just, I've done the hard yards. I've done door knocking. I've done that shit. I don't want to do it anymore. And that was door knocking again. I was like, I don't like this as much. I'm not very good at it because I don't like it. I was like, it's all right. I'm happy to leave. It's good.
Well, I'm a truck driver in mining, and being FIFO, like it kind of didn't really affect us at first. It was a bit of a slow burn. They brought in the masks, and that was the first thing I stood up against.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I'd heard, read all the literature. I'd heard all the experts speak on it, and they still say it's a waste of time. And
even more proven now.
Yeah. And
bad for you.
Yes, that's detrimental to your health. And so I stood up against that straight away, and copped a lot of flack over it. I went and sought an exemption for a doctor. I looked up online and it said there were a couple of different avenues you could take, but one of them was anxiety, and it was genuinely causing me anxiety to wear this mask. So I went to the doctor and said, I'm suffering from anxiety wearing this mask, and the doctor hadn't really been got to yet.
You got one of the good ones early.
I got one of the ones that hadn't been got. I wouldn't say she was good.
Okay.
But yeah, she obviously hadn't got the memo yet.
Okay.
And so she's
probably did after yours.
Most definitely. Yeah, she copped a lot of crap. So yeah, I got an exemption, and that worked for about, I'd say, 2 months.
Yep.
And I rocked up to the airport this one particular morning to fly into work, and I was met and it caused a bit of a stir, like me coming in. I was the only one without a mask, and a plane full of people with masks, and people were why is he so special? Yeah,
and like pissed off they can't do the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I rocked up to the airport, and they had nurses taking our temperature, checking everything, and the nurse came straight up to me, and she was quite aggressive the whole time that I was rocking up without this mask and this exemption. And wanted to see my exemption every single time. Yeah. Wanted to go through it and everything.
Really fucking make an example of
it. Make me work for it.
Yeah.
And this one particular time she stopped me and she said, you're not able to board this flight. And I said, well, why is that? She goes, your exemption's not valid. And I knew all the legislation. I knew all the rules and regulations. I'd memorised it all, and I started, every time I went there, I just started rattling it all off, Section C on this, Part A and blah, blah, blah.
That shit doesn't matter, but people don't give a fuck.
Well, no, she didn't. But every time I shut her down, just reciting all the rules back to her. And this one particular time she goes, no, your exemption's not valid. And I said, well, why is that? Because of this, 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 this. And she said, it's not valid for our mine site. Our mine site has changed the rules, and you're no longer able to fly up under this exemption. And I said, well, you're basically breaking the Australian government's regulations, the health and the health code and everything. And I am able to fly on this flight. And she refused entry, and so I didn't get on that plane. My first call was to a law, human rights advocates.
Yep.
And they're basically a group which deals in this sort of stuff, like human rights violations. And I got a hold of a chick there, and she was awesome. Started emailing back and forth to the company. The company refused to deal with her.
Yep.
And eventually,
that was so everyone was accepting of like just ignoring people.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we're on the right side. You're going to kill people.
They'll cave eventually because they need money.
Yeah.
And but I was, if you know anything about me, I'm very stubborn. I think it's the red hair, and if I think I'm right, then I'm up for a fight.
Yeah.
And
sounds like me.
and so yeah, I got them involved. There was a lot of emails back and forth. She was emailing the airport. She was emailing my company. My company wouldn't give her any email addresses of anyone in the gold mine to deal with. But eventually she got forwarded an email from the airport, I think it was. And the person who forwarded that email didn't delete all the chain of emails. So everyone's emails were there. And so she found out the head people to go to, and she went to them and said, listen, you're breaking this, and this. We'll be filing a lawsuit if you don't let Michael back on the plane. And so the next swing, I was back on a flight. A big smile on my face. Had one win, and that fired them up big time. They wanted to. I was headhunted after that.
Yeah, they wanted to fucking make an example of you after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I was basically the only person on site.
Yeah.
Of a site of about 900 people.
Yeah.
Mentally, it really affected me. I didn't want to socialise anymore. I didn't go to the bar.
Can't trust anyone.
Didn't go to the mess. Like I'd sort of sneak in, get my food and go eat in my room.
Yeah.
And I still kind of do that now,
Yeah.
years later. I walked into the mess one time and walked past the table, and there was a group of guys there, and I just hear this. There's that dickhead who doesn't wear a mask. And that was the attitude of pretty much everyone on site.
It was the attitude of everyone.
In the state, yeah.
It was fucking insane.
I had someone spit at me at a shopping centre.
Imagine that. Oi, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
What the fuck, cunt? Use your brain.
Pulled his mask down and spat at me.
Yeah. Logic, eh?
Yeah.
They're fucking, oh.
But, we got past that, and then the mine site tried the wording of the exemption wasn't right, and they needed my doctor to rewrite it.
At that point,
went back to the doctor. The doctor had got the memo by that stage and said, absolutely not.
Yep, can't touch you.
We're not doing that. And the human rights advocates gave me a heads up that there was another doctor that was on the same page. So I ended up getting another exemption through that doctor. By this stage, the vaccines had started coming around.
Yeah.
Like they were talking about bringing them out. It wasn't, obviously mandatory at that stage, but it was looking like everyone was going to have this vaccine. And
that was the Goldilocks spot where it was kind of like, oh yeah, once we get to 70%, it won't matter. And then it was like, oh, well, once it's 80, oh, once it's a 90, oh, now we're mandating it.
Yep.
And you're like, what the fuck?
You could see it coming a mile away.
Yeah, yeah. And it was just like, yeah, just let people get it. Like, I don't care. I'm not stopping you from getting something. Like, I never said to people, you can't get it. I said to some people, I was like, I won't get it just because I understand some little things that work in the world, but so is it going to stop you?
And I wasn't even that adverse to getting it. I'd heard a lot of stuff about it, but I kind of believed a percentage of it.
I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah. I didn't want to be forced. I didn't want to be told that I had to have it.
Oh, the minute I got told, I was like, all right, now I need to look into it.
Yeah.
That was where I was like, what? Okay. If I have to do it, I'll look into it. And then when you start looking, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was
what the fuck?
pretty deep down the rabbit hole before they even started mandating it.
I looked at stuff, but nothing had made me go like, this is going to fucking... I was just like, I'm cautious of anything that hasn't done due process.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't line up with how everything else works.
Yeah.
Normal vaccine, 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I know dudes that did clinical studies, got paid to do clinical studies. One of my friends who went full off the rails about this, who didn't get it done, did clinical studies. Got paid to do clinical studies. And then when they started doing this, he's like, bro, I've been in fucking clinical studies. Like, I've tested out drugs. This is not following the right formula.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane. What the fuck is going on? Why is everyone retarded? What is going on?
What is going on?
Yeah. That's where I fired up. I fired up when they were like, you have to. And I was like, okay, I'm going to really look into it. And the more you looked into it, you're like, okay, what? It's just really old people that are dying.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's good.
And, how many were dying here?
No one.
Yeah.
One person might have fucking died here directly from COVID only, but everything was with. Yeah. And I know people that are pretty good friends with me. We just don't have this conversation ever. So like, oh, someone I know did. And I was like, no, they didn't. No, why wasn't it reported? Because everything was reported with. That might have been the singular one, but everyone was with, and there was like comorbidities. It's like, it was so insane that the with thing, like from and with, similar words. But once you understand what that means, you go, oh, what the fuck? That is blatant lies.
Yeah. But they started saying that it was going to be mandatory, and I can't remember the exact dates, but it got down to around Christmas, I think it was, for the first one, for the wine sites.
Skip past that one because it was pretty much like Christmas you're out, but then there was like January, I think it was January 31st was like both have to be done by then. Yeah. They let not having the first one done, but you had to have like a 6-week wait anyway. So if the first one wasn't done by then, you were fucked.
Yeah.
And that's how I so I didn't say anything. Just left it. And then January they're like, what's going on?
Well, I ended up seeing the same doctor that got me the mask exemption, and he gave me an exemption.
You got an actual exemption?
I got an actual exemption.
Is that doctor still working?
No.
Yep, didn't think so.
It was about a week later.
Out.
Yeah, they were knocking on his door, and all of a sudden they closed his practice, which is absolutely disgusting. And I felt a lot of guilt. Obviously, I wasn't the only patient.
Nah, he probably was like, fucking let's get as many as I can out.
When I went in there was a stack of forms. There was an MO41 form, I think it was called, and there was a stack of forms on his desk. So
it was probably like, this is my last round. I'm going to get all these.
He was an old guy. He's probably retiring anyway. And
he probably fucking knew his shit real well.
100%, yeah. And so that's how I got around it. So I got a year, and they got me through it basically.
Yeah, that would have got you through the end of the start of 2023. Yeah, and you're all good. Yeah.
Very lucky. I feel very blessed that it happened. Someone was definitely looking after me because I was prepared to walk away from a job, and it's a $100,000 a year job, and I had a mortgage to match, kids, missus at the time, and things weren't looking good. I was looking up stuff on the internet, survival fucking strategies and prepping and all that sort of stuff. Because
a lot of people I know, it went pretty far for that because it was like, if we're getting forced to do this and we're losing the battle, what's next? Yeah. Like, what is next? Like, what we literally, I was at rallies with people, and it was like, I'm ready to start committing terrorist acts. Like, I'm pretty fucking close.
So, all right. Sorry to cut you off. What rallies? Did you go to?
Most of the ones in the city. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember the names of them exactly. There was one a week.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, what else have I got to do? I don't have a job.
The very first rally I went to, it was, I reckon there was 50 people there. It was in Forest Chase.
Yeah.
They were predominantly...
Was that when it was just masks? It wasn't mandated for...
I'm not sure exactly. It was very, very early on.
Yeah. So I think masks, it was like, people were just like, fuck it. Whatever, dickhead. Because I know heaps of people just like sat it on the top lip. I sat on my top lip. Yeah. If you put it on your nose, it fluffs up your glasses. So I was like, fuck, I'm not going to put it there. I'm not going to die.
The people who organised this was called the Perth Patriots.
I know the ones, yep.
Yeah. It was predominantly old ladies.
Yep.
Hippies.
Yeah.
And I went to this rally and there was about 50 people there, maybe a bit less. I rocked up and there were more people watching a Korean dance group, YouTube group, dancing in the forest chase than there was at this bloody rally. And I sat there and I went, I've really got to have a good hard look at my life. Like, what am I doing here? Like, this, am I losing my shit?
Am I fighting the wrong fight?
Yeah. But I kept going. And I think there was one at the Parliament House that I went to, and there was bugger all people at that one too. But there were, some of the speakers there were
the umbrella people.
No, that was
because they were
Council House.
Yeah, the council. Okay,
Council House.
Yeah.
The one on St George's Terrace.
Yeah, they just every day.
The actual Parliament House. There was one there early on, and there was probably 100 or so people there.
Okay, yeah.
But some of the speakers were incredible. Augusto Silverman or something like that. I've got his name wrong, but I think he's a German guy. But constitutional expert. Like he studied in that and knows the Australian law and everything. And some of the stuff he spoke, about how unconstitutional what they were doing was, and very inspirational people. Another guy that was getting up about religious stuff, and but that really turned it for me, and I went, I am on the right path here. I do know that this is wrong, and so
it was like for me, I looked at it and went, how can we force people to inject anything?
Yeah,
like. There's a voluntary part of it. All medicine is voluntary. At what point do we think in forcing? We're forcing. I was like, come on. Come on. We haven't even waited a year to see what happens. We don't know if people aren't going to drop dead in a year. And there was people, I remember people saying stuff like, if they're going to inject something, it's going to kill you. It'll kill you straight away. And I was like, have you heard of AIDS, cunt? You get AIDS from shooting up with dirty needles from someone that has AIDS, and it kills you over time, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
They could just be shooting us up with AIDS.
And it is the long game.
Yeah.
They're definitely in the long game.
I think my thing is, I don't think it was a governmental conspiracy to try and fuck people over. I don't think it was that sinister. I think it was vaccine companies had a fucking opportunity and went pedal to the fucking metal. And there's a thing in sales, right? People will move away from fear before they move towards pleasure. So the easiest, actually it's the other way around. Move away from fear before they move towards pleasure.
Yeah.
So the easiest way to sell something,
scare
the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
And that's all they did. And instead of scaring the people, they just scared the fucking governments. How hard would it be to convince a couple of top-end politicians to be especially considering people like Bill Gates own shares in these companies, and he's a part of these conglomerate of fucking psychopathic nutcases that control everything and go, no, this is definitely right. And then these companies just going, look, everything works perfectly, and if you don't do it, people are going to die. And blood's on your hands. The people in your state are going to die. The people in your country are going to die if you don't force these other people to do it. These other people are murderers.
Yeah.
They don't get this. They're going to kill everyone. And you can tell everyone, this is how well it's working. This is how good it is. And once it starts, you can't backpedal. Because if you backpedal, then you look like a fucking cunt. So they're like, well, we just have to keep pedal to the metal and just hide it. We'll just keep brushing things under the rug. And eventually it'll all be done and everyone will have it. And it'll be like, oh, whatever. And what happened?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Talk to someone nowadays about it that's had it and doesn't care. Oh, we're past that. You're like, fucking, you're past that, cunt. I lost 8 months of pay. Of course you're past that. You just took it and said, okay, it is what it is. I had to. I would lose my job. So I did lose my job. I did. I had to lose my job. So don't say, oh, we're past that. I'm never going to be past that.
Yeah.
I had people turn on me because I wanted to go out of my house. I remember saying the whole this shit is like Nazi Germany. We're being confined and we're being ostracized. This is racism, but without the race. This is just I don't know the exact word for it, but we're fucking segregating a certain fraction of people that won't do as they're told.
100%.
That's insane. That's actually fucking insane. And people are like, no, you're insane for thinking that's what's happening. You're just going to make it so people are going to die. You're like, dude, I could kill a bunch of people pretty soon if I keep getting told I can't do things. I'm going to get fucking pretty extreme and just be like, fuck it, terrorist attack. Like, I seen people in rallies. I seen it was turning. There was a point. If this kept going and it kept getting more and more, like, constrained and more restricted, terrorism was going to happen. For sure.
In WA, you reckon?
I might have been a part of it. I was getting pretty fucking, like... I think, for sure, there was people I knew that were like, if there's 50 of us, why not?
Yeah. I agree with that.
You know,
I've had conversations. I don't know how serious people would have got, though, but I know it was getting bad in Melbourne.
I just think the more the constraints happen, that's where the problem lies. Like, it's like, how far do they push it before someone pops? Like, any school shooter is just a kid that's gone too far. Yeah. Apart from religious terrorist groups, because that's a whole group that has popped. The pressure's gone too much, we're going back. All it is a heap of pressure that puts it on one person, 2 people, a fucking 1,000 people. And for one person in that group just to go, you know what? I will be the one.
Yeah.
And go.
It'd be playing right into their hands, though. I've had a few conversations like this.
They would have loved it.
The draconian, acts that they come out with after that. Do you know much about the Public Health Acts that Mark McGowan changed when he was in power?
Changed.
Oh,
yeah. Or the emergency laws and shit that he just fucking fully just deleted.
With they gave powers to a special health officer, basically, and he could go into your home,
do whatever
vaccinate, into your car, all that sort of stuff.
I think that was pretty much where there was a few people I knew that were like, happens, other people die.
Yeah.
I will kill people. They're like, you've killed me, so I will kill people.
I think the thing that really scared me was the kids. Like, it was in that Public Health Act. Like, you, your family, your children, like they had the power to vaccinate on site.
Well, I wasn't with my ex. We were broken up, as I said, and she was like, "Yep, getting the kids," and I was like, "No, you're not. No, you fucking not." I was like, "This, we both have to agree on this." Do you know what the laws is on getting your kids vaccinated? One parent can go and do it. You don't need both parents to sign off on it. One parent can go and do it. It's frowned upon in child's court if it goes to a child's court later, and it shows that you didn't care about the other parent's wishes to the child, and it will probably lead to you not having as much care of the kids, but you can go and do it. And I fucking had to look up all the rules and be like, boom, 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 these are the laws. You go and do it, go on straight to fucking child court, we're going to fight over it. So do not get this shit put into them kids. It has killed no kids. It's killed no one under fucking 40. The vaccine itself had killed kids in America. I was like, why the fuck would you put something in a person that has killed them that doesn't protect them from things that don't kill them? That is dumb.
It is insanity.
And I would send her shit to read and she'd just ignore it, of course. But I was like, look, you do it, I'm going to war with you even more. Like, that is Luckily, I was that adamant, and I started sending her like articles. No, she didn't read them, but I was like, here's another thing that proves it. Here's another thing. Like, this is the data. Fucking anything I could, eh?
Yeah.
But they didn't get it, luckily. And I remember I worded up my oldest kid. I was like, hey, if your mum takes you to get any fucking needles, say dad doesn't agree, dad doesn't agree. Just say that over and over again.
I did the same.
I was like, do not allow this shit to happen. I was like, and he was like, no, because like it's saving people. And I was like, dude, it's actually not. I was like, there's kids that have died from the vaccine. And he's like, what? I was like, no kid in the world has died from COVID. And he was like, huh? I was like, insane, right? And he's as a kid, he just went, that's dumb. That's what? Okay, yeah, Dad, I get it. Like, that is dumb.
Yeah, I did the same. Our school, my kids go to a private school, and at the time I was still with the missus. Excuse me. And they sent out an email saying that there was 2 vaccinations coming out, and this was reasonably late on in the COVID. And by that stage, I was the full bottle on every vaccine possible. And just to quickly state a point, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'll wear that badge proudly, but I've been vaccinated. I've had 100 different vaccines. But
we have to when we're younger.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
No, don't stress.
They put out, and one of them was the wart virus. I can't remember what that one's called. But we're talking about kids in primary school and high school. What the hell do they need a STD wart virus for?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a vaccine for that.
Yeah, there's I can't remember what it's called. We need a Jamie. Jamie, look that up. There was that one, and then there was another one, and they were totally unnecessary. And I looked up both viruses, and there was a lot of side effects, to them.
Yeah,
and a lot of complications. And I had a big argument with the missus over it. I don't want them to have it. Why do they need to have it? They're not sexually active. Well,
the thing is that a lot of people forget that if it's not a deadly virus, like, why are you preparing for it?
Yeah.
Like, if it's something you can get, like chickenpox back in the day. The chickenpox parties and all that shit. I had chickenpox 3 times as a kid, which is fucking insane because you're only meant to get it once and then you're good. Twice at worst.
Well, we had chickenpox parties.
Yeah, I went to them. And I'd go and hang out with people that had chickenpox because, like, I've already had chickenpox. Yeah. It's all good. And then I got it a 3rd time and I was like, this is fucked. I was like 12 with chickenpox and it was so bad. It was in my hair, like,
yeah, right.
Like dipping yourself in calamine.
Yeah, I remember it well.
Yeah. But I remember, like, you were like, oh, someone's got chickenpox. Sick. Let's go get chickenpox. Like, it sucked. Yeah. But it was like, if you get it now, you don't get shingles when you're older.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, logic. Mm. Where did that go? Where did the logic of that go?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Fauci came out and said that right at the start. Said the best way to get immune is, what's the term for it?
It's get
natural immunity, yeah.
Yeah, natural immunity. It is.
Yeah, backtrack very quickly.
That motherfucker, Jesus Christ. He's fucked now, but Jesus, man. He did the whole shit with the AIDS thing as well.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck? How does this guy still have the control he has?
Part of the club. It's a big club and you're not in it.
I'm clearly not in it. I'm in WA.
one of my favourite comedians, George Carlin.
Yeah. Very good comedian. I learned about him from Bill and Ted.
Right.
Yeah. He was in Bill and Ted. He was
no shit.
Rufus.
Wow. I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the guy that comes back in the time machine that tells Bill and Ted.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that.
That's how I learned about George Carlin. Because I loved Bill and Ted as a kid, and I was like, this guy's cool. And then I found out he did comedy, and I was like, what the fuck? And I watched it, and I was like, all right, this is not what I was expecting, but sick.
I've got a T-shirt. I was going to wear it tonight. But, it's George Carlin. And it's a big club, and you're not in it. But, one of my favourite bits.
I was watching an interview with him recently explaining like how he was coming up with his comedy. And he's like, I stopped having opinions. I just sat back and watched everything for what it was and just let it happen. And just took a view of like, this is what's happening. I was like, yeah, I get it. But his view was different. And I was like, how could you take a view of what's happening if your view is different? Like, it wasn't different in the way of like, it was odd. It was different to the norm.
Different perspective.
Yeah. So it's like I sat back and watched it. So he still had a different view, but he's like, I just sat back and watched it, accepted it. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Which is a good way to look at it because, unfortunately, it is.
Yeah, another favourite comedian, Corey White.
Very good.
Yeah,
he's very good.
Very big influence for me. One of my favourite WA comedians. Bit sad to see him go.
I know, but the bigger you get, you better you got to get the fuck out of here. I've said this to a lot of people. It's like, we've got 2.6 million people in WA. If you want to get big at anything, you got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking hard to do.
Well, he's retired now.
No. He's just moving over east, I'm pretty certain.
No, he's gone back to law.
Completely?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He was at Adelaide Fringe.
That's his final run.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's doing Melbourne. I don't know whether he's going to Sydney, but yeah.
That whole cancelled him got it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically. But yeah, he's leaving on his own terms. He's going back to law.
Well, so I mean, like, it's like they made it difficult.
Yeah.
Should have just moved to America.
Is it any better there, Maybe it's better in
There's just more
parts.
options. There's more options.
Yeah, there's parts.
Like if you look at Australia on a whole, we're like a shitty state in the US. We've got 29 million people in our whole goddamn country. Maybe 30 now with the amount of immigration we've got going on this year.
Yeah.
But you look at that. There's 336 million people in the US. Fuck this place.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If you don't like one state, just don't go to that state. Go to another one. You know?
Yeah.
I was looking at flights in the US recently. And the cost to go between states is like $150 sometimes. From fucking the other side, like New York to LA is like $300. And you're like, motherfucker. Costs us $300 to go to Adelaide. That's the next place to go.
One way.
Costs us fucking $700 to go to the north of our own state.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is. It's nuts.
You're like, what the fuck is going on here? There's not enough people. Okay, kind of bullshit. But yeah, I think it's same with music. Like I've had one of my friends went to Berlin, went massive in Berlin. Was in Australia for ages, couldn't get on Triple J, went to Berlin, got signed fucking Sony BMI.
Oh, wow.
And just like, boom, huge. And you're like, what the fuck? Just leave the state. I got a friend that's in Sweden. Same thing. Nothing here. Goes there, blows up. Massive.
Yeah.
Just leave this place if you want to get big. Like, I think the only ones I think that have like really killed it in comedy is like Carl Barron, Kevin Bloody Wilson. Like to really people are probably making good money.
In Australia?
Yeah.
Talking, yeah.
And known in Australia.
Yeah.
But like, Carl Barron's probably the only one selling theatres.
Yeah.
You know, that's in America. There's how many comedians selling theatres, and then coming here and selling theatres for multiple nights.
Yeah.
Like when Mark Norman came, had 3 fucking shows in WA in the Astor Theatre and sold it out each night.
Did you go see him?
Didn't, because every single night I had my fucking kids and I was absolutely fuming.
Yeah, it was good. I got a bit of a gripe. The West Australian comedy audiences, if you're listening, you don't need to get up for a fucking drink every 5 seconds.
Just buy 4 before you go down.
Yeah, well, even, do you need to buy 4? Like,
they're piss heads.
I don't know, maybe I'm old. Like, I do get triggered
Yeah.
big time. I'm sure we'll get into that. But, yeah, fucking, you're there to see a show. It's only an hour or so. Like, just...
If you've got to get more, just load up.
Yeah.
Like, if you know you're going to drink that much, just load up.
Oh, yeah, I don't get it. But, yeah, every 5 minutes, some dickhead fucking getting up to get 4 more Jack Daniels, some bogan from Rocco or Armidale or
That's surprising.
wherever the fuck.
Like, I feel like if you're a bogan, you went to Norman, you're like, you get it? Because he's not like he is known, but he's not like, you wouldn't expect like dumb cunts to go there.
Yeah, they all knew his act too. Like they were all screaming out shit from We Might Be Drunk or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, we might be drunk. It's a podcast.
Yeah, like they all knew his shit.
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know. I think it's just Perth, mate. You're full of thickheads.
I had a pretty funny incident at Shane Gillis when he came.
I missed him.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Spewing.
And McCusker was on before, and some fuckhead sitting directly behind me was like, "What do you fucking have like a whinge, like about McCusker?" He's like, "Oh, I came here to fucking see Shane Gillis." I turned around, I was like, "Dude, man, cool, get it. I can hear you. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch this guy. 'Cause I like this guy as well. So if you can be quiet, that'd be cool." Turn around.
How'd that go down?
No, not well. Not well at all. No, fuck up, cunt. And I was like, "What cunt? Oh, I'll actual fight you. Like, shut the fuck up so I can watch this guy because I enjoy it."
Troy from Gosnells.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck he was. He said something. Like, he shut up for a bit. I think he got the drift. Like, yep, I will get into it with you. I'm not like, I'm telling you shut up because I'm wasting my money in your mouth and that's making me annoyed. A little bit later, it's like, "Look, cunt." I turn around, "Look, cunt, shut the fuck up, eh? Like, go for a drink, go for a piss, come back. I don't give a fuck. Shut up. I'm listening." Before Gillis started, got kicked out.
Yeah, good.
Like, security or someone seen it and went, "Them cunts behind him." That cunt's told them to shut the fuck up. Like, they must be annoying. Get them out. Like, I might have been loud enough that you could hear me on stage. I might have been like, "Look, cunt, shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to listen here.
It's just sad though that's the norm, you know. Like that's the. Did you go to Chappelle?
I didn't. Again, kids.
Chappelle. There was a fight during Chappelle.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The funniest man on the planet, arguably, you know, but the funniest man in Perth, definitely that night. And although I think Jeff Ross stole the show, Jeff Ross did an impression of the Queen and Prince Philip fucking on stage. It was hilarious.
Nice.
Nice. But yeah, no, Chappelle was hilarious. And some muppet decides to fucking punch on with some other dickhead, you know, like.
At Chappelle, I kind of expect something like that because he's so big. But when you have stuff like that happen at Normand, that's where you're like, what?
Yeah, I guess, but.
So Chappelle's massive, so you're expecting every Tom, Dick and Harry to go because they watched Chappelle show back in the day. Like, they might not have watched any of his stand-up, but they watched Chappelle's show and they watched, I'm Rick James, bitch, just fucking stomping it out.
There was a lot of that, actually. There was a couple of people dressed up as Rick James.
Yeah. But like, Normand is niche. Like, there's a little bit like there.
Yeah.
So even like the same as like, that's my phone. That's going to keep ringing. It's not going to get anything. Like Gillis, I was really surprised that there was someone whinging about Matt McCusker at a Gillis. I was like, how much do you know about this guy?
Yeah, obviously not much.
Like, what if you just watched his one special?
Yeah.
And then gone, that was cool, and that's it. And you haven't listened to anything else, and you bought a ticket to his show. That's cool. But like, if you listen to MSSP for like 4 seconds, you'd know that McCusker's actually fucking hilarious too.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I think it's got a lot to do with the Muppets that live in Perth. It's a small country town.
Oh, it's a big country town. That's the problem.
Yeah, small in the global stage, but
Oh yeah, but I mean, like, it's a country town. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's a big country town, not a fucking. We're not like a proper country town. It's like 700, 800 people. We're like a mill.
yeah,
We're full of. Which is like, it's fucking annoying sometimes because there's so much potential. And like, Melbourne in like the early 2000s was only 3 million people. Mm-hmm. And you think that was still cultural capital then. Like, what happened?
yeah.
It doubled in 20 years and it became amazing. We're there. We're that spot. We could do it. We can do it.
Where is it now, though?
Melbourne.
Yeah,
It's still cultural capital of Australia. What's it got to compete with? Sydney.
yeah, true.
Which is like money making town.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Like, if you try and break down like Australia into American terms, you've got like New York, which is Sydney. You've got Melbourne, which is LA. I mean, without the weather.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's the same like shit going on. And then you've got like back alley Texas, which is WA, but like way dumber.
And a lot less to do.
Yeah. I said back alley Texas, not like any of the capital cities. Maybe like Iowa or some shit. Like,
Do you like your smoked meats?
I do.
You heard of Big Don's?
I've been.
Have you?
Yes.
I want to go. So
Very good. Very good.
yeah, right.
Very good.
Yeah, follow him on Instagram. Big shout out to Big Don.
Very good. Very hard to get a ticket.
Yeah.
But so good.
Yeah.
Very worth it. Very worth it. I went, fuck, what did I buy? I ended up buying like a fucking mix pack to myself or whatever it was on that day.
Yeah, they look good.
It was like 3 days worth of food.
Wow.
It was so good.
Did you do the whole tailgate thing, or you just
We
grabbed it
ate
and
there.
left?
No, we had like, there was, I went with like my capoeira group. I think it was like fucking 12 of us.
Capoeira.
I do. I haven't done it in a bit. I've been like, comedy's kind of taken over.
Yeah.
So I've been like 6 months. I haven't really like been. No, less than 6 months. Maybe like 4. But yeah. I went with all them. So it was like 12 of us or something.
Yeah, nice.
It was good. It was real good. It's fucking. What did I have that? I had bacon burnt ends,
Yeah.
which were like, I was expecting to be the same as like brisket burnt ends or something, but they were like fucking the fattiest things in the world.
Yeah.
But they were so nice.
Yeah.
And they wrecked me. They got me good. I was like, after that, but it was so nice. I was like, I can't stop eating them.
Sweet.
But they got me good. Very worth it. If you can get a ticket, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever go to Porky's?
No.
Porky's in Bayswater was really good.
Yeah.
It was really. They used to have one in Gosnells as well, but
I was going to say there's one around there.
yeah, the Gosnells one's closed now. But the one in Bayswater, that was the first place I had like proper smoked meats ever.
Yeah.
That was someone introduced me there. I was like, whoa, this is amazing. What the fuck have I been missing out on all this time? Yeah.
I've just bought one recently, or about a year ago. The Traeger electric one.
The proper one, then.
Yeah, so I'm working my shit out at the moment. I wouldn't say proper because you
Well,
want.
Traeger, like if you got a proper Traeger with the bits and pieces.
But it's the pellets. It's the.
Yeah, but the pellets are more controlled. It's a bit easier.
Yeah, it's an electric oven.
Yeah.
Basically, with a bit of wood smoky flavour. But yeah, I'm working it out. I'm enjoying it.
Doing the whole 8-hour kind of thing, or you?
I've done a couple of big cooks. The ones I've had most success with are the smaller ones. I did some beef skewers the other day, and they were just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, like a couple of hours.
No, just what I put it in for about 40 minutes, something like that.
Oh, really? So just like normal?
Yeah, they were just normal beef like 1-inch cube
Yeah.
steak pieces. But yeah, the marinade and the smoky flavour is unbelievable. But I've done the longer cooks. For Christmas we did smoked ham, did turkey in there.
Have you seen how the Americans cook turkey with the big barrels of oil, deep frying it?
Yes, that's
Wild.
Yeah,
It looks
I've seen the
insane.
fires that
Yeah,
that
the
shoot
problems
as
that
well.
it causes. I've been told that is the best turkey you'll ever eat.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, a few people I know, like, that is, if you ever want to have turkey, you get someone to do that proper, like, deep fried way they do it. It's the best you'll ever have.
The one I cooked in the Traeger was pretty special. I was very impressed. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard animal to cook. Actually, I've got a fucking I've got a bit that I'm working on, so I might test some little bits on ya.
All right, here we go.
So like, I'm not going to go into the whole bit, the start of it, but it gets to a point where it's like, why the fuck have we all accepted that chicken's like the most acceptable animal to eat? Like, no culture thinks it's disgusting. No culture thinks it's holy. Everyone thinks that chicken is good to eat, but to eat chicken, it's one of the smallest animals. So we have to kill so many living beings to get like a bit of meat out of it. And like a cow is how many chickens? Like you kill one cow, you got like 1,000 chickens or whatever. Like a fucking lot of chickens out of it. But why have we just accepted that chickens are that cool? And we even cook them in their babies and make chicken omelets. What other animal do we cook inside their own babies and go, this is fine?
Turducken.
No, that's not its own thing. That's a bird.
Oh, yeah, different. Yeah.
And that's a duck and a chicken and a turkey, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the next step from that? Like, where do we take it to ducking to make it even better? Like, do we start jamming it in an emu? And do we start having a murderducken? Like, is that where we go with this? I just
You could be onto something.
I've been thinking about it. I'm like, man, a murderducken sounds pretty wild. And like, because people eat emu. And their eggs are pretty gross. You could probably cook emu in egg because people eat emu eggs. So it might be the other animal we do it with. Murder duck and coated an emu egg. It's fucking thing there. There's something there. I've been fucking with it. I don't understand why chickens are just so universally accepted to kill.
Because they taste good.
I know they taste good, but cow tastes good, and the Hindus
And
think
they're
it's
really
a holy
fucking
animal.
stupid animals as well.
Well, I mean, look. If we're talking about stupid animals, we could kill nearly anything. We could kill humans at that point.
Yeah, good point. But do we taste good, though?
For sure.
You reckon?
Dude, apocalypse, I'm in. Let's go. I'm eating a person. I don't give a fuck, eh?
I'd be in trouble because I'm fat and I can't run fast.
Man, it'd just be like... I just think, man, there'd be some animals, like you look at like venison. That's a lean animal, still tastes good. Like boar, lean animal, still tastes good. Pig, fat version of a boar, tastes better. I don't
like the way you're looking at me at the moment, Darcy.
I mean, have you ever watched Zombieland?
Zombieland. Yes, yeah. That's the funny sort of take on it.
Yeah. Rule number 1, cardio. You ain't got the cardio, you're fucked in the apocalypse anyway.
Woody Harrelson. I'm thinking of a different one.
No, that's the one. Woody Harrelson's in it.
No, I was thinking of a different one first. Oh. There was a series.
Ash vs. Evil Dead, maybe?
No, it was zombies. I think it was Pommy one, but it was shit.
Shaun of the Dead?
No. No, it was a series, not a movie.
Oh, not that fucking iZombie with the chick? And she had to keep getting injected by the doctor to like make her... Oh no, the doctor had to keep giving... I don't know. I didn't really watch it. Someone else watched it. My ex watched it, and I like half watched it. Like while I was up, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. No, Zombieland was good. I like that one. Double tap.
Yeah. Double tap. I was gonna get Rule 32 tattooed on my neck. Oh, not my neck, across my chest.
What was Rule 32?
Rule 32 is always enjoy the little things. No, enjoy the small things.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And I ended up with a Monty Python quote instead.
What's that?
always look on the bright side of life.
Did you get that done?
I've got it. It's across my chest.
Dun-dum.
Yeah. Because Monty Python was amazing. And I thought, I wanted to get like an ironic tough cunt tattoo. Like I wanted to get something.
Yeah, nice.
So it's like I've got words across my chest, but it's something that like no serious tough cunt would get.
From a distance, it just looks like you're
it's just like,
tough cunt.
Good one, dickhead. And then you read it and you're like, oh, dickhead.
Who's your biggest influence in comedy?
I don't know if I've got a biggest influence because I love so many different people. And someone asked me this the other day, they're like, who's your top 5? And I was like, well, Sam Simmons is in there.
It'll always fluctuate, but yeah.
Yeah, but Sam Simmons will be in there forever. Yep. Sam Simmons, fuck me. He is the god. I love him.
Why is that?
So funny, so odd. Yeah. And his whole, he's just silly.
Yeah.
I just love silly. Yeah. And he's so silly.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I seen I seen one of his sets and it was on a Comedy Central, on Foxtel, I think it would have been. And they used to have things and it was an Australian one. And it was him with one of those fucking flat things that goes back with a rugby jersey over a shirt. And he sung the hate song. And I still know it word for word. I watched it that many fucking times. It was do 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 do. I hate private school boys. I can sing the whole thing, and it's just so good.
Is that on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. I'll link you to it.
I'll have to do it.
I remember seeing that, and I would have been not even 20, just going yes, you fucking rule. It's so good. And then his career has just got even better and better and over time. He's so funny. So he's always up there. I don't think he'll ever leave the top 5 ever because he's so different. He's his own little world of there's no, if someone was to be like, this is the Sam Simmons of America, I'd be like, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
He's so weird.
Yeah, he's very individual.
Yeah.
Unique.
Very unique. So he's so hilarious. I would love to say I get inspiration from him, but I don't think I do at all because I couldn't.
Well, it doesn't. You don't have to emulate it.
Yeah, but I just don't. He just does what he does, and there's just it is what it is. I can't take it. You just look at it and go.
That can inspire you to do what you do.
Oh, definitely.
I get inspiration from comedians that I'm nothing like. But most definitely.
I guess it's I love that he's doing it, and I'm glad that he does it. And if he didn't do it, it wouldn't make me think, "Fuck, that's a fun idea to do." Yeah. I think that's definitely helped me think about doing it for a long time. The first time I did comedy was when I was 18. I entered Raw when I was 18.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And
I think I've heard this on another podcast, but go on.
Yeah. And I didn't know anything else.
Yep.
I thought that was it.
What made you do it?
So I wanted to be a comedian. Thought I was a funny cunt.
Why?
Oh, because
you thought
because I'm a funny cunt.
Yep.
I don't know. I remember there's one specific statement from a very scary dude I used to go to school with. He was going to stab me in year 9. Legitimately going to stab me in year 9 because I kicked one of his friends in the head. And we ended up being sat in the same table together, which I was fucking scared of because this dude is a lunatic, full blown. And as time has gone on, he's only become even more scary and lunatic-y. We sat at the table and I was like, fuck. This is not going to end well. Something's going to go wrong. Because I was saying whatever the fuck I wanted at that point. And I said something that I thought was funny and then I laughed. And his exact reaction to it was like, I like you. You're a funny cunt. You laugh at your own jokes.
Nice.
And I remember going it's because they're funny. Of course I'm laughing at them. They're funny. And then from that point forward, I was kind of wait, am I funny or am I just a dickhead? And then I always thought I would make people laugh, but I kind of didn't know why. And for a long time, I didn't understand how making people laugh work. I didn't try a lot to test it, but I never put a lot of time into figuring out how it worked. I just did what I did, and then it was funny.
Yeah.
And I read an article that kind of discouraged me, probably somewhere in my mid-20s, and it was a comedian in there. It was an Asian comedian, and I think their last name was Tran, so Vietnamese. And they said, a fat kid falling down stairs can be funny, but writing comedy is completely different. I could be butchering the exact version, but the way they said it, and I was like, oh, it makes sense. Because I don't get it. I don't get why I'm funny. Fuck. And then I kind of didn't do anything about it. But eventually I went, you know what? I'm going to figure this shit out, and I'm going to do it deliberately.
Yeah. I've always tried whatever made me laugh. I've always tried to do that.
It's funny because there's a science behind it.
Yeah.
There's a whole... I mean, it might not be every factor. There's obviously other things outside of it, but there is like a very simple understanding. Like you can go, follow this framework, you can make people laugh because it just like tricks their brain. And I was like, oh. But then the more I kind of do comedy, the more I kind of get into things, I'm like, if you get too rigid in the framework, then it's not your own personal flow of it. Then it's not really like you can look like a robot, and then it's kind of So it's like you can be a really good comedy writer, but can you be a funny comedian?
There's so much involved, like even like, you know, you've got your 5-minute set locked down and you're nailing it every time, and it's funny every time. And you walk into an audience and you drop that first joke and it doesn't get a laugh, and bang, you know, how you react to that could define the rest of the set. Yeah. I've definitely had that happen, and as we all would have. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more to it than
there was a
joke writing and being funny.
Well, it's like how you deal with it, how you are, how you look.
Yeah. That
makes sense to what you're saying.
They got to like you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you can play the fucking heel too. You know, you look at like WWE back in the day, or wrestling back in the day, people would love the bad guy, like Stone Cold Steve Austin was the bad dude. But everyone was like, fucking yes, let's go. You know, so you can do it. There is people like that you can go, yeah, fuck it, just step on the people. But I think there's like a process to get there. Like you got to have a following before you can really like shit on people from being the bad guy. Yeah. But I don't know. There's a way you can do it, and you can be that person that gets away with it. It's like you've got to understand the tiny little intricacies. I think my bonus, I've worked in sales for so long, it's not that different, because it's what people have to think about you in every factor of you. What you dress when you turn up to, how you speak, what you do when you look at someone, all them little tiny things matter. And because I understand all that in a way of like convincing people to buy shit, I'm like, all right, so let's take that and like now I'm convincing people to laugh at me. But I've got to convince them to laugh at me when I'm saying some fucked up shit. So how do I do it? And I thought just be yourself is kind of like the way to go, which I agree with to a degree. Yeah. But I realised I'm not always the most liked person.
Yeah, there's different audiences.
Yeah, and then it's like, because we're in Perth, so small, how do you try and get your audience out of that? Yeah. And I was listening to We Might Be Drunk the other day, and Sam Morrill said, he's like, you know, when you've got to take your set to all the clubs in all of like every place in America, and if it doesn't hit in that place, then you know it's not a universal joke, so it's not good enough. Yeah. And I was like, fuck. Like I just recently rewritten one of my jokes. The one where I mentioned like, I'm 98% white trash, which I don't really understand because I grew up in a really lovely place called Rockingham. Right? It's like, it works here. Yeah. And I have got a place to like change it to in Melbourne. If I go to Melbourne, it's like, so I was born in a really lovely coastal town, Frankston, because that's where I was born. Yep. And then I was like, cool, I've got 2 states. How the fuck do I change this joke to be like...
Well, you could. And then comedians do that all the time.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Something I wanted to talk about was raw comedy, and this is a nice segue into it. One of the stipulations of raw comedy was... no, it wasn't. It wasn't a stipulation of raw comedy. It was...
a recommendation.
By Xavier Susai.
No. It's like on what their guidelines are.
No, I'm saying. I saw a post from Xavier on Perth Comedy Collective, and he said tips on any newcomers to raw comedy, and one of the big ones was no local jokes. The Melbourne comedians aren't going to want to hear about your Armadale jokes. Yeah. Fuck. I
didn't even see this post, but it might have been used.
That's 3 minutes. No, it was Perfect comedy.
Yeah, no, but I didn't see the post that Xavier put up, which
Yeah,
might have been helpful to me. Because I might have taken it
So
out.
that's 3 minutes of my set.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's all Armadale jokes. Probably a minute of my name.
Yeah.
Great name for comedy. Roots.
Mike Roots. It is good.
I was born to do comedy.
It is.
No local jokes, but I disagree with that because every international act comes in and they do a bit of research of the shitty areas and they pick that out.
But the reason they do that, do you want me to know?
Is
Do you know
to
the
connect
reason?
with the crowd. But they've got that joke up their sleeve already because they've used it in Houston, they've used it in Texas, they've used it in whatever. They've got the joke, but they just changed the name of the shithole suburb or whatever it is. So I read that and I went, you know what? I know that shit's working for me at the moment, and it is my act. And fuck you, like if I do get through and I go to Melbourne, then I'm going to change it to Frankston. And I know it's going to work over there. I know they're going to piss themselves laughing.
I'm actually born in Frankston as well.
I know, I know. Raw comedy. I entered. This was the first year I actually got into it.
I entered this year.
Yeah, I know.
Went
I know. Who got through? Do you know?
On my heat?
No, like to the finals.
Oh, to the finals. So it was George Evans.
Yep.
He got through the finals. Gareth Knight, Nicky Valentine.
Is this the final or is this the semis?
No, so the finals now.
Right.
So this Saturday.
So George, Nicky.
Yep, George, Nicky, Gareth, and 2 other people. I can't remember.
That's all right. Yeah.
I think that Honey, I don't know, she might have got through the last one, but maybe not this one. There was a girl who wore a blue jumpsuit. She got through.
Yeah. Apologies to Honey and the blue jumpsuit.
Supposedly this is like her first or second time, which is, I find it very wild to think this is your first or second time and you're...
The whole raw comedy process is wild. But anyway, go on.
You don't wing it that good.
Maybe you do. I don't know. I haven't seen her act.
I haven't. That's the problem. I haven't seen it, so I might be like, but like, from what I get, is like to wing 5 minutes twice. That's hard. To know not to use the same 5 minutes twice, to use the same 5 minutes twice, is another trick on its own. Like, how do you have this knowledge that is kind of like not obvious? And like, where have you rehearsed this 5 minutes for it to be good enough to get through? How have you just come out of nowhere and just boom, boom, twice in a row?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's definitely not the norm, but it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible. But for me, I just go, how? Like, you could be lying. That's cool. I don't mind. But, and I mean, the information I could have got was wrong. But I heard she was new. And if that's the case and she's that good, maybe, crushes it. Or maybe they're seeing something we don't see and she fucking dies in a week. Like, I think the thing with comedy is you've got to understand it is a long haul.
Yeah.
Like, if you go, I'll do comedy and it'll make me money, like, you haven't listened to enough comedy. To get that a lot of these cunts are broke as fuck.
Yeah.
That kept me away from comedy.
10 years in.
Dude, it kept me away from comedy for so long. Yeah. Like, I spent a lot of my years doing things that only involved making money. That only made, like, I had 5 kids, 3 dogs, and a wife that didn't work. You tell me about I want to do a hobby that didn't involve money? Get the fuck out of here, dude. I went for a skate every now and then, and I love skateboarding. It's like fucking my core.
Yeah.
But it was like, I can't do this every day. I can't do this once a week. I got to make coin. Everything's got to make money. If this doesn't involve making money, I made it so that drinking piss made me money somehow. This was ridiculous. Like, if I went out drinking for a night, it was because I was like, I'm going to find clients, and I would, which is dumb. Like, I would find people that would eventually get me links to, build houses or something down the track. And then I'd also find ways to drink for free. So, that's how, like, my brain was just like, everything has to be money. So the idea of doing comedy was, you got to be broke as fuck. And I was like, I can't do that. which I hate.
Yeah.
That it kept me away because money doesn't matter that much. Once you realize how much money doesn't matter, you're like, fuck. Spent all this time paying tax.
For me, it was a bucket list.
Yeah.
And I said that before to you. I hit 49 and I was unhappy with what I was doing at the time, my job, my everything, my life, health-wise, everything. And I went, fuck, I'm 49, like, clock's ticking. And you don't have much longer. So what do you want to do? Like what's going to give you a bit of joy? And one of the things was to get up on stage. And it's a long story, but going back a bit, I was doing FIFO.
Should we come back to this before we finish the raw stuff?
Maybe.
Because I'll remember to come back.
Yep, all right.
Because I know you want to, like, we've got something for raw that we want to get done.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Or go with the story. I'm easy either way.
Yeah, because we are getting sidetracked.
I'm hell good at this.
Well, it's your podcast.
We'll just go for ages about that.
Raw, it's an interesting. Like, I got a lot of opinions on it, and I think it's interesting that the whole name of it says what they're trying to get, like a raw talent.
Yeah. No, they say that in their description.
They say that.
They say it. They blatantly say we're looking for something that we think
They don't necessarily
is going to be
pick
the
that.
next. Well, look, the judging process, they've got different judges every single heat.
Yeah.
So to get through first, semis, and finals, you've got to impress 3 different sets of judges.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where you got to look at it. I think, I had a local joke. And as I was saying before that, the Sam Morrill part was a bit where I was like, now I've changed it. Actually, I'll tell you what I've changed it to. So I was like, and I'm 98% white trash. But I kind of knew that already because it's really obvious when your mum's a 21-year-old hairdressing apprentice that decided to be a single-parent family. So I'm like, this is universal.
Yeah, that's good.
This is just scummy. So, but like, I think they're obviously looking for something, and they kind of outline it. And a lot of my jokes,
they do.
My jokes are very brutal, and I was kind of like, you know what? If they're looking for like a spark,
They want something that's marketable for the future.
yeah. Well, Pinder was the MC at mine. And Pinder came on directly after. I had friends in the crowd, and they said his exact words after, he goes, well, I kind of feel sad after that. And I was like, see, it's a good backup line because it's going to make everyone laugh because I end my set with like fucking incest, fucking family, fucking all this weird shit. And you're like, holy fuck, this guy's wild. He's not well. And then he goes, I kind of feel sad after that. It's a great tagline to it. But at the same time, you go, did he actually genuinely like not laugh at my shit? Did he look at it and go, these aren't jokes, this guy's just getting his trauma out?
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't think so.
Oh, I've definitely done it.
That's not the way I took it.
There's definitely a set I've done that wasn't my standard 5. It was me testing some shit, and someone said that afterwards, and I looked at all the jokes and went, yeah, these aren't that funny. They're only funny to me.
I've only heard one of your sets.
All malt?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the set I did for Raw.
When I met you.
Yeah.
And I followed that.
Yeah.
And when you got off stage, I was like, fucking hell. Thanks. Fucking hell. Yeah. Not that it wasn't funny, but...
it's brutal. It's gross. It's fucking. It
like,
goes all these angles. There's callbacks in it. You're like, fuck.
I got to get up and do my shit now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the set I did for Raw.
Yeah, right.
That exact one. That was like, so All Malt was the first test run of that.
Nice.
Like I'd been like figuring the bits out, and I was like, this
might be a good segue actually, because I've actually bought you a gift.
You have?
I've actually bought you a gift.
Okay. I'm very curious. What is this? And why have you bought me a gift? You might be the first person on the podcast to buy me a gift, and I like it.
Well, that should change because you've invited me into your home and your podcast, and people should bring you stuff. I think anyway.
I like this idea because I was like, this table is very empty and I could put things on it.
Don't get too excited because it's a shit gift.
It's a gift.
But if anyone's followed your podcast or heard any of your gigs, they know that you've probably got some undiagnosed psychopathic tendencies. But I've got you a little pop thing. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah.
It's a little Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, that's no way.
So
That's fucking amazing, dude. This is the best.
you can get that in there, or give it to the kids or whatever, whatever you want to do
That's
with it.
staying on the desk. That's the fucking best. That's
I also
amazing.
want to say to the people who are watching, can I say this?
Yeah, you say whatever you want.
I brought along some sheepdog peanut whiskey for me and Darcy to drink tonight. He's fucking allergic to peanuts.
Yeah. And you know what?
Fucking moron I am.
No. This is the first time it's been said in the podcast I'm allergic to peanuts.
All right.
Funnily enough.
That's why I asked.
Well, poured it. That's why it got 2 cups.
Yeah.
Poured it, and I could smell it, and I was like, this smells really sweet. And then I looked at the bottle and went, oh, fuck.
Almost killed the motherfucker.
We might have had a really big problem before.
Really good podcast. Yeah. Anyway, cheers to that.
This is amazing. Thank you. That's fucking hilarious.
No, well, yeah. I had to get you something, mate, and the shops were closed, long weekend, and Smoke Mart was open, so.
And that's the best. Hannibal Lecter. I mean, you've obviously listened to the podcast. Oh, fuck.
But back to raw comedy. I had my heat. I'll give you a bit of a brief running up to the heat. I had a series of really bad shows running up to the raw comedy heat. Coming up to Christmas, I got a bit of a roll on with the Comedy Lounge.
Yeah, because I was doing
the
Gong
Gong
you a
show.
Five.
Highlight.
Yeah.
Highlight of my career,
Yeah.
like whatever that means. But yeah, I did the Funniest Five, which absolutely blew me away that I was even invited to do it.
Did you get through the Gong? Is that how you got there?
Several times.
Really?
My record with the Gong, I've done it 7 times and I've gotten through 5.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I've done it more than 7 times. I haven't gotten through once.
I've spoken to a lot of pros
Yeah.
and, yeah, they don't have that record.
Nah, dude, that's a very... But the thing is, I know what mine is with the Gong. Because I record every set and I listen. I'm like, do I suck? Is anyone laughing? And they're laughing. Because you've heard the jokes. The other half of the people that aren't laughing are like, no, you can get fucked. Or there's people that are laughing with their plate up like, I don't. You're gross. You know, and there's that thing of like, no, I don't want this. That's fine. I'm happy to split a crowd.
It's a weird show. It's like none other in Perth. And I really love it.
Have you've got to come to Beat the Bands on the 13th of March.
I would love to. I'm away.
Oh, that's right. You're away every week of that.
I was going to quit my job, remember?
Fuck, that's right.
But yeah, no, it'll happen. I'll chuck a sickie one time. You're not listening, my boss.
Well, you'd have to be, you fly out on the Friday, right?
Yeah.
So you'd want to be ready, you'd want to hope that you're back well on the Wednesday. So you might be sick on the Friday out.
It could be COVID.
You definitely should
COVID's still around, so, anything could happen.
We're immune, dude.
Are we?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I've had COVID. I got it.
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah. We're immune now. Have you got it since?
I don't want to answer that question on the grounds that it might incriminate me.
Okay. Yeah, well, I've had it since too.
Yeah, I'll fucking drink to that. Yeah, where were we going? Comedy Lounge. I really love the format of it. I love the high pressure.
But I love the Gong. I think it's a really good way to test.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because it's like, am I too fucked up or am I too soft?
And I heard a lot of comedians say to me, you don't want to go up with new material, but I disagree. Like, that's
The fucking testing ground, dude.
kind of where you do want to go up with new material. You'll get a red plate straight away.
Look, dude, in Perth, right? How many open mics do we have where you can actually test shit to a decent crowd?
We don't have enough open mics, full stop.
Yeah, okay. So you go,
But yeah.
so what's our option?
So
Don't take new stuff to the Gong. Where do you take it then?
The open mics we do have, they have little audiences and you can probably get away with putting out some pus.
You can get away with doing
That's
anything.
my opinion.
Yeah, but you can get away with doing anything because you go to a 5-person crowd, right? And you don't make them laugh. You can lie to yourself and be like, it's only because it's 5 people.
And I've seen it.
I've done it to myself, right? But now I don't have that attitude. If I go to a 5-person crowd and I don't have at least 2 people in that crowd laughing,
I'm devastated.
I'm like, I fucking actually sucked tonight.
Yeah. Hey, mate, I wore a fucking button-up shirt here.
Yeah. You could, like,
I'll
if
take
there's
it
5
seriously.
people and you make 2 laugh,
Yeah.
good. You make none laugh, poo. You make all 5 laugh, weapon. That's it. If you've got 50 people in a crowd, yeah, look, you're really getting like a gauge. But you're also like, it's to make a smaller crowd laugh is harder than make a bigger crowd laugh. There's less energy, there's less everything, right? But you can get a gauge on if anyone finds it funny on a 50-person crowd, a 100-person crowd, a 120-person crowd. You can't get a gauge on if anyone finds it funny on a 5-10-person crowd. Because them 10 people might be 10 people that go, no,
Yeah.
that's dumb.
Yeah, true.
But if you've got 50, there's going to be one.
Yeah.
And if you hear one in the background going,
They're all there to laugh.
yeah,
And so if laughter is contagious, if a couple of them laugh, it does get it going.
but it gives you a gauge, man. It gives you a real good gauge. A gong,
Piss break.
oh, you want yep? We can pause it.
Kombucha bottle.
Yep, pause. Or you're gonna Ari it up, eh?
Ari bottle.
You can piss in one of these if you really want.
No,
Nah, we'll pause
that,
it.
man.
We're gonna pause. We're back.
Yeah.
So we were talking raw comedy.
I'll put the kombucha bottle in the bag over there. Done the Ari. Raw comedy. My lead up to raw comedy. I don't know where we were, but
Yeah, that's pretty much where we were.
your
lead up was
my
pretty
lead up
good.
to raw comedy was it was actually shithouse. I
Oh,
was
good at the Comedy Lounge, and then
I
dropped
was
off.
good. Yeah, I was killing it at the Comedy Lounge. I did the funniest 5. I was on a roll, and then I had a series of pretty bad gigs.
What do you reckon was the reason?
I don't know what is the reason ever. You know,
Do you reckon you got too comfortable with your set? Do you reckon you got too proud of your set?
Maybe. We all just have bad gigs. Like that, I think that's just part of it.
I think if you don't think you're having a bad gig, like if you don't bomb, you're a liar. Because you bombed, you just don't accept it. You know what I mean? Like
I know when I bomb.
Yeah, so I mean, but like that's what I'm saying. Like you said, you have bad gigs. You're saying we all have them. I was like, if you don't, you're a liar.
Oh well, yeah, of course. Yeah, or you're very delusional, which is a very big percentage of the perfect comedian scene.
This is the same as lying. You're lying
I'm
to
not going to
yourself.
name anyone.
You don't need to, bro.
But I had a series of bad gigs, and I remember there was a point where I was on fire right before Christmas, and I remember I was speaking to a mate saying 2024 is going to be my year. Like I'm just going to take off. I'd lined up raw comedy. I'd been accepted to that. I'd applied for a thing called TED Talks.
Yeah, I applied for that too.
Yeah,
Didn't get anywhere.
I'd applied for that, and I was that egotistical that I thought I was a shoo-in.
The funny thing with that was it called TED Talks? Or was it something else?
Todd Talks.
Todd Talks. That's right.
Talks.
The funny thing about that was like, are you a good shit talker? That was like their thing,
Yeah,
and I was like,
100%.
dude, I am the ultimate. Like,
100%.
you want to get like an ultimate shit talker on? Like, I'm the king, dude. Like, I wrote a book. Like, I wrote a book, talk shit. I remembered it today because Facebook reminded me. I was a commentator for a poker league.
I saw that.
Like this, all I've
saw
done.
that today.
I've been fucking a judge and a commentator for skate comps. All I've done my whole fucking life is talk shit. Yeah. I'm the ultimate shit talker. They didn't even speak to me. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, well, me neither. But I thought I was a shoo-in for that. Yeah. And I think a bit of egotistical, narcissism.
Well, I mean, if you're having a good run, like I was the same, man. I was like, hey, they're like, what's the? I think one of the questions of their things was like, what's the most ridiculous thing you've convinced someone into? And one of my hobbies when I was younger was to convince people of stories that we created before we went out. So me and my mate Kevo would be like...
Kevo.
Yeah, Kevo. Kevo. Fuck, Kevo was probably the instigator of this shit. He tells people ridiculous shit. Kevin King. Kevin, if you listen, I don't know if you listen. I know you listen to some.
Shout out to Kev.
We got some fun times up our sleeve.
Giddy up.
We'd tell some wild story. He'd tell cunts he's like a fucking airplane pilot. He was like an 18-year-old black man telling people he's a pilot at Liquids in Rockingham, right? And he was
We've all had a Kevo.
dude, Kevo's. We were king, like, and so like we would just do this thing where we'd be like, all right, what's the story? And we just say ridiculous shit. I remember one night I went to Amplifier and I said to we do this to get free drinks too. Went to Amplifier in the city. I said to two of my mates, I was like, oh, whatever anyone comes up to you and says, run with it. Just say, yeah. And just say, of course. Yeah. Oh, man, I can't believe you wouldn't believe that. These are the words you've got to say, right? I was like, I'm going to set everything up. You say that, we get free drinks. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing tonight, Darky? Just fucking wait and see. I was like, I'm friends with a deep sea diver who's just rediscovered a new shipwreck off the coast of Rockingham, and they're about to be in the news in a week because they just had a fucking full article showing about all these things they found because it's a ship that no one knew ever existed.
Nice.
Boom, that was my story. And I was just running with that, and I'd fucking, have a drink, have a talk, have a chat with someone. But man, I've got hanging out with some wild dudes tonight. These guys have been deep sea diving, and they found a shipwreck off the coast of Rockingham. And like, I'm not really meant to tell anyone about it because, it's pretty wild,
Top secret.
No one even knew that this thing was there. And no one can explain where it come from before. Like, everyone knows all the other ships have come in, but this ship doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't be there.
It's off the charts.
It's insane, man. It's absolutely insane. I was like, and these guys found it, and they're in the news about it, and they're going to be out in a week. And they were like, what? Are you serious? And I was like, yeah, man.
He's right over there.
And they're like, oh, do you reckon you can introduce us? And I was like, man, look, I don't want to bring you over to my friends and introduce you as like some random dude unless we at least bring him drinks.
Yeah, might have to buy him a drink.
And then, of course, if you're the guy bringing the guy to bring the drinks, they're going to buy you a drink in the process. Boom.
Nice.
Problem solved. That was it. That's what I used to do. I come up with these fucking wild stories. Like, I wrote that story in the fucking Todd Talks thing. Like, this is the kind of bullshit I would pull.
And you didn't get picked up.
Didn't get picked. I was like, man, I can talk shit for days. And I was like, I realise that's not morally correct to do now. I was
can
young.
kind of imagine the shit that they would serve up at that thing.
Dog shit. If I'm not getting picked,
Yeah.
what are you picking? Oh, I once told my girlfriend I was pregnant. Oh, you dude! You're not pregnant, you fucking idiot. You've fucking eaten a burger.
No offense to the Talk Talks people, because I wouldn't mind doing it next year if you're...
Nah, fuck you. You didn't even speak to me, cunts. Fuck, I make my own Todd Talks. I'll make them Dark One Talks. Nah, or whatever.
Dark One Talks.
Dark One
there
Talks.
There we go.
Yeah.
Next Perth Fringe Festival. Dark One Talks.
Dude, there'll be a couple of little fringes I'm starting up next year. After going to a lot of fringe shows this year, I learned a lot from watching other people's stuff and went, cool, I know what to do. I get it. I've run gigs. I get it. The thing is, it's just fucking risk analysis. Like, how much money you're willing to lose if you fuck it up.
Yeah.
End of the day, you get stage time. And stage time is rare in Perth. So, like, if you are a comedian and you aren't doing anything for fringe, you don't care about your own stage time. That is where you take your stage time. You take it. This is where you get it. Sell 3 tickets, you got a 3-person crowd. I've done open mics that I was volunteering to do with 3 people. So why the fuck wouldn't I do a 3-person crowd that I'm, losing $50 on to get the experience of, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour?
So hang on, I'm a little lost.
How fringe works?
Yeah.
It costs money.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So what's the advantage of doing fringe?
Stage time. And if you're a good enough salesperson,
right,
and you can do marketing,
so you got to market the tickets and sell them.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right?
Or you'll lose money.
If you suck, you might get some money first year, but next year you'll lose. So just sell tickets at an appropriate value. If you know like how good you are, just don't be over egotistical. try and make back what you've paid.
Yep.
And then if you make profit, that's a fucking win. But you know what your big win is? The amount of stage time you can get from doing it.
Yeah, because you're not competing with 600, 800, 900 other open mic comedians.
There's not that much. There's not that many. There's not that many comedians in Perth. You think there is because there's people in groups, but there's not that many. There might be fucking at absolute maximum 300 casual comedians.
There can't be that many because you see the same fucking fuckers
right
on every stage.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Every gig.
At maximum 300 casual comedians, which are guys that will pop in, girls that will pop in every now and then.
Yeah.
Right. In and out, whatever. Mate, I've seen some people I've seen once in 6 months that do a set, and you never see them again. You're like, all right, cool. And, their excuse could be, yeah, I'm writing. I was like, what are you testing? What are you testing? You might be right. I write my laptop is full of shit that I write.
I think I'm falling into that bracket very quickly.
I write so much shit. Well, I don't have a choice. Like, my rule is I want to get good. So you got to write every day, right?
Yeah.
So you write every day. But what do you do with the shit you write?
What is your going off on the tangent?
Yeah.
What is your writing process?
My writing process is make sure I'm in here when I've got the kids. Make sure I'm in here when they go to bed, in this same dark room.
Yep.
So there's no distraction. It's a black room.
So what do you do?
Try and find the funny shit that I've written in my phone. So I have if I get a thought, an idea, a premise, anything that comes up at some point.
During the day?
Any point of time, put it in my phone. Write it in my phone.
How do you do that?
I just have notes.
Notes.
Yeah. I write notes for everything.
So at the end of the day or end of the week or whenever?
Every day. So I make sure every day. I write every day. I try and write every day. If I'm really fucking tired, if I'm really fucked out, I'm like, try and write a one-liner that might not be in my joke. I just come up with some one-liner, and I try and put one short out every day. So anyone that watches the podcast on YouTube goes to my YouTube channel, just says a short, not every day at the moment because I've been a bit
So you do that by yourself?
Yeah, just in this room. I just fucking black wall, boom. One short, 13
jerked off
seconds.
today, got callous hands, whatever.
Yeah, just like, I think last night's one was fucking... This is how good I can't even remember the one I did last night because I just pump them out. Last night's one was... Fuck, it did good. What was it? I don't know.
No, that's all good. It's all, I'm just trying to get my head around.
No, the idea is that just every night there's one. I think a pretty recent one was like, this one didn't do very well, but it was like, no, this one did all right. Was, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink.
Oh, man.
Did anyone ever consider that the water might have been dirty?
It's a Joe Biden joke that I got. I love Joe Biden.
I know you don't.
Well, I'm a little too old for Joe Biden, but yeah, I love Joe Biden. I can't believe he is such an untapped resource and potential for fucking comedians.
No, he's not. Do you know why? He's too fucked. You can't tease someone that's fucked up.
Of course you can.
No, because it's not that funny. It's kind of sad.
Oh, it's hilarious.
You know what I mean? No. So like, if you
I find it hilarious.
It's hilarious that cunt's running a country, but you think about it, right? You know the song Metallica 1?
Yeah.
It's a torso with a head.
Yeah.
You can't tease a torso.
I mean,
we can make jokes about this torso that we can, do whatever you want with, but it's kind of mean because it's sad. It's like that torso is still an existing being. That old carcass zombie motherfucker that has no brain left in its head is walking around somehow in control of one of the strongest places on earth.
But
it's fucking insane that that's happening.
But you're laughing right
I'm laughing because it's
Does
wild.
It make you laugh?
Because it's
and that's what it's all about.
The funny part is that's happening. That is already.
I think it's hilarious, and I have since day one.
I think I've got. All right, let's go back to conspiracy route. Do you think Biden is Biden?
Not all the time, no.
Like, I know guys that believe that.
I've seen footage and
I've seen the pictures and the videos. I've been sending where they're like, this isn't the original Biden. Yeah. This is some fucking degenerate geriatric cunt.
The dude has had brain surgery. Like legitimate brain surgery. Yeah.
Well, do you know what the funniest one that I got was check the earlobes. And I was like, are we examining the president's earlobes? And I was like, this is
Well, we examined the First Lady's fucking
tits.
nuts
Oh, you mean we go on Big Dave?
on Ellen.
Big Dave.
Big Dave, Big Mike.
Big Mike. Big
On
Mike.
Ellen.
Big Mike. Big Mike. Fuck, man. I love that. I love that one.
what was
That's
the song?
dope, man.
It was fucking...
I love how fucking Tucker Carlson was just like flat out interviewing a dude that reckons he sucked off Obama. That is dope.
Yeah, but... Is it that far outside the possibilities of fucking truth, you know?
Fuck no, dude. Big Mike, for sure. I've been shown a couple of pictures that was like, I don't know, I'm not running this. I'm not believing this is real, but like, this is cool. I like it. It could be real. It could be real.
You're selling me. I'll buy a house off you.
Hey, you don't have to believe in Big Mike to buy a house. I mean, to be fair, if you want to buy a house, I don't know if Big Mike's the best thing. Do you know what you should believe when you want to buy a house? You should believe that no one in our government gives a fuck.
Well, you sold me there.
That's the truth.
100%. No one in any government gives a fuck.
Oh, there might no. There's one European government.
There's a few African ones, and their presidents got shot.
No. The African ones definitely don't. They're the most. They are like the kings of extortion.
There's a few African ones.
Really?
Their presidents got assassinated very early on. I don't want to get back to this shit though.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go back to comedy. Let's go back to comedy. All right, we'll go back to comedy. So Raw. I'll give you my raw opinion on Raw. All right.
The raw dog.
The raw opinion on Raw. I think they're looking for specific things.
Of course.
I don't know if it's specific each year or if it's whatever it is, but I think they're looking for specific things.
I think it is each year.
And
I think they're pretty upfront about it.
yeah, well, I mean, they give you a pretty specific guideline, right?
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, let's be serious. They're not saying, hey, who is the wildest comedian we can find? They're looking for something specific, right? They don't want to give you the framework of what that is, because if they do, then you can emulate that bullshit, right? They want to find someone different, but at the same time, not different enough.
Yeah, within the parameters that they're looking for.
There's is this funny? And is this funny in a way that we don't know it's funny? And is it funny in a way that we can sell to the common public, right? And it is judged by comedians. So, they've got to look at it in a way and they go, this represents what I believe in. So whoever's the person that puts them forward has to be like, yep. And if they put someone forward that's absolute asshole, it's probably going to make them look bad later. So there's a lot of, reputation online that goes, well, I put that person through and then they made me look bad. Fuck, and now I'm a dick. And then it's going to be like, do you even understand comedy? Like, everyone in comedy is funny, right? If you're in the top end, you're funny. So you be the best at taking the piss out of someone. So you're the best person at teasing someone that fucked up. So how quickly do you reckon a judge that picks someone that sucks gets ripped apart by everyone else that doesn't suck?
Very, very quick.
Oh, you fucking picked that cunt, you dickhead. What the fuck were you thinking that dude's funny? Did you hear this shit that come out that fucking idiot's mouth? So you go, do we really do that? And I think, like, when I did Raw, I went into it with the thought process of, like, if I get through, dope. If I don't get through, oh well, I accept that. It's fine. Had the same thought process when I did the Gong. The minute you lose,
it changes.
It hurts. Fuck this shit.
It fucking hurts.
For me with Raw, there was, I think there was seven or eight people on the lineup.
Who went through on your heat?
We had 4 people go through on my heat.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I had 1.
Yeah, George. Yeah. We had 4. Right? And when we had 4 go through, I thought I was in, right? But we had...
Did you?
No, I didn't get through. But I thought I was in.
No, you thought you...
I believed it. Yeah. When they said, we've got 4, I was like, there's no way I'm not a part of this 4. Yeah. And then I wasn't, and I was like, fuck. I do suck. If it was one person, I would have been like, cool. You know, like there was experienced people on my panel. It was me, Gareth Knight, Nikki Valentine.
Oh, that's a big lineup.
David Doyle, who got all 3 of them went through. Yep. Nikki and Gareth went through to the finals. Who was the 4th person who went through? The 4th person went through, had experience as well, and I feel bad. Sorry, I forgot your name. And then there was 2 other guys and me. The 2 other guys, one of them's like, I've done comedy for 9 years on and off. I'd never seen him before. I think he was just like an old guy. He's like, I thought I'd give it one last try. And he didn't get through. He was like, that's it, never again. And the other guy is like, I've done it twice. And he's a radio producer. I'm not going to say his name because he's a radio producer. But
it doesn't matter.
He's I don't know if he wants to be shouted out and this kind of stuff because he obviously works at fucking, I think he works like Nova or something. Like he works as a producer that comes up with all the shit they need to do in the background. I was like, fuck, all right, that's a pretty big job. And he's just started comedy. He didn't get through. I didn't get through. And this dude that had been doing it for 9 years on and off didn't get through.
Yeah.
And everyone else did. And I was like, I'll suck.
Yeah.
But like, the thing was, I took something really, really great out of that.
Me too.
Which was, because all I did after was like, I'm a fucking loser.
Yep.
I'm a loser. But the more you dig into these ideas of like what you're not great at, is you learn what you are, like, or you find funny in it, right? That's where my funny comes from. What's up?
Cheers, bro.
No problems. You find what you are funny at. More than that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll definitely get you a big chunk. I can't. There's all like fucking heaps of little bits.
Cheers, mate.
And I was like, I'm a loser. I'm hell good at losing. I've been losing my whole life, blah, 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 blah. And the next day, there was a joke that came to my head. There's a whole series of jokes I'm trying to write. So I used to own a poker company, but I never actually owned it. And to own a poker company is one thing because your job is to, take money from losers. Well, I mean, you don't really take money from losers, but you get people to continue playing.
Suckers.
Well, as a poker company, you're not the house. You are the house, but you're not the house, right? So you're not versing the player. You're just taking a section of every pot while the people play against each other. So you had to have losers at the table, you had to have winners at the table. But the easiest way to make money was to be really good friends with the losers so the winners would come. Right? It's very, very predatory. It made me feel like a bad person after I got ripped off. And I looked back and was like, all right, karma. Like you were involved in a company that was involved in helping people lose their money. So you deserve to not make any profit from it. I don't agree, but it made me feel like, okay, this is maybe how the world works, Yeah. You try to get involved in something that realistically isn't the best thing in the world. I mean, there's people like Kerry Packer that are making fucking millions and millions and millions of dollars from doing the same thing, but maybe it was a life lesson for me to be like, you know what?
Not for you.
Don't get involved in shit like this.
Yeah.
Like I had good ideas. Like I didn't get involved in a poker company with the ideas that we were trying to help people lose money. I got into the idea we're trying to help people win money. But that's ignorant to the idea that there is people losing. You're helping people win money off losers.
Mm.
So like, it just depends on how you convince your brain to look at something,
Of course.
Like I'm helping people win, which means you're helping people lose. But you're ignoring that for that because they're dickheads because they shouldn't do it. You're like, it's, the rationalization. And I realized that as I look past it because what happened was I never had my shares transferred around the company. It was sold to somebody else. And when it was sold to somebody else and I tried to fucking be like, oh, where's my fucking share? I was like, oh, I got given some paperwork that wasn't real. I was like, fuck. So I just worked for like a year for nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, like I got like totally fucking ripped off. It's all right. I'll learn some lessons. This is not the first time it's happened. I hope it's the last, but hey, fucked up. I reckon we'll wrap it up there. Is there anything you need to promote?
No. Well, I'm not doing too much at the moment, so
No.
if anything, I've sort of finished up, taking a bit of a hiatus at the moment.
So when Mick Roots comes back, be sure to see him.
Definitely.
And
at therealmicroots.com.
The Real Mick Roots at Instagram. If you want to come see some fucking amazing shows, 13th of March, 27th of March is Beat the Bands at Encore. Encore every Wednesday night, but 13th and 27th is when we have Beat the Bands, which is like we have some experienced comedians and some non-experienced comedians testing their new shit. If the crowd isn't laughing, the band plays them off. It's hilarious, and I rip into them afterwards. So, catch you cunts. Made it this far. Thanks for watching. Again, follow the other pages, the shorts, the channel itself. You know, please leave a comment or review or like, anything like that. I love it. It's very, very much thankful if you do. And, you know, tell us what you think. I'm curious. And if you know somebody in Western Australia that you think is really interesting and has a story that I might be interested in, hit me up. I'm definitely looking for some very odd people to put on here. Cheers.